everyone. I'm Lauren Bolander, and welcome to a special edition of Up to Speed. Today, we're at HVM Racing's home away from the track, their race shop here in Speedway, Indiana. And here to show us around is team owner Keith Wiggins. Keith, thanks for having us.
No problem.
All right, what can you show us?
What do you want to see?
Well, where are we right now? Is this the car that's running in Chicago this weekend?
Yes, this is the car that just finished this weekend. Had a little bit of a bump against the wall, obviously.
Oh, Viso just hit the wall by himself.
And we're using this one again, yeah. So it's just being stripped down and bodywork and everything's going off to paint.
Now we're in the paint shop.
Yeah, I mean, we paint everything. Obviously, we paint all our cars here. And we also do quite a bit for outside work as well, restoring. We get different paint jobs from all sorts of people. You see old cars coming out. Sometimes I didn't even know. You see these old Penske's come in and some vintage. They do, you know, it's very specialised and they restore it. So they come in and that brings in a bit of income.
Sure.
As I say, because we're doing one car this year and we haven't had too many accidents.
So Keith, this is the transporter, obviously, that fans would see at the racetrack.
Yeah, we have two of these, but this year, as I say, with one car, we've just taken one out. It's actually the oldest one, but they're all the same, built the same place. And you know, this one has the damper dyno in it, so we tend to use this one when we only take one. The other one has the espresso coffee machine in it, so we have to balance between the two.
All right, Keith, where are we now?
This is the gearbox and sub-assembly area, so we do gearboxes, uprights, drive shafts, all that sort of the drivetrain and the somewhat more delicate areas.
So we're all wondering, have you been tested for mumps?
Yeah, well actually I only got my green card about 6 months ago, so for the first time in my life I could say, hey look, I'm clear. Yeah, everybody had a bit of a shuffle round. I think we had one truckie that had to be kept to the side for a couple of weeks.
So you guys were new to the IndyCar series this year, but actually you're approaching your 200th start for HVM Racing. How's this milestone significant? It's
interesting to know that you've been doing it here in this sort of second life, as I regard it, that long, and it's nice to remember it and feel you've done it. Winning is more important than the number of races you do, of course.
So then what are your major team goals for the championship closure at Chicagoland?
I think it's just the same thing. We need to do as well as we can. It'd be nice to finish in the top 5. Simple as that to me. You know, this year's this year. We finish where we finish. As long as we look competitive and as long as we can build for next year, that's it.
Right. So as our IndyCar Series championship contention sort of tightens up between Scott Dixon and Elio Castroneves, can you tell us who your pick is?
Well, I know both those drivers, so I wouldn't want to upset them. I mean, Elio, back in the days of Formula 3, he's been around a long time and he's been competitive. He's been doing it for a few years. I highly rate Scott. I think he's very, very fast. And I'm interested to compare the two cars. I think I know who I believe will win, but you know, I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
So you're not going to tell us who you think?
I don't really care about upsetting people, I guess. I mean, I think Scott's going to win it. But I think it's been, it's a great championship, and you can clearly see the two strong teams as well.
So you were a single car team this year. Do you anticipate having 2 cars next year?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's the first year we've won one car, and again, not the best timing because of learning the information that you need for the series. So to come in with one car, again, wasn't ideal, but we had 1 week to make a decision if we were going to compete this year. So we didn't have the ability to run 2 cars, but there's no question in my mind that next year we're going to run 2 cars.
Well, Keith, thanks for having us in the shop here at HVM Racing.
It's been a pleasure. Come back next time. We'll try and be a bit tidier and organised for you.
We'll be sure to do that, but I'm sure the fans don't mind. All right, guys, be sure to log on to IndyCar.com all week long, and be sure not to miss the Peak Antifreeze Indy 300 from Chicagoland Speedway. You can catch it on ABC this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. For IndyCar.com, I'm Lauren Bolander with Keith Wiggins, and you're up to speed.